Okay, so hello, guys. Welcome back. So, as you all know, this is Christmas Eve. So, from my part, from Emperor's Esports, as well as from Saints Gaming, and as well as from the part of Zimone, we are wishing you a Merry Christmas in advance. So, I hope that this Christmas time brings you good fortune, happiness, joy, etc., etc. So, coming back to the game, we have seen 2 days of good gameplay from all these teams, all these participants, all these teams that are participating in the Emperor Showdown. So I'm expecting that much of a gameplay, that much of a power for day 3. So let's see. So day 4 actually. So let's see what this day actually brings forth, and which is the team that's going to dominate the battlefield today and show that kind of a power packed experience for all of us viewers right here. So as you can see, the teams have gathered right here in pipeline, as well as in farm, as well as in Sakura. So I'm expecting I'm expecting a lot of initial fights today, as all these teams are prone to have indulged in a lot of initial fights yesterday. So these teams tend to have more of initial fights rather than compared to a late resource fight. So let's see. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. As it's Christmas, it's very cold outside, and I'm having a bad cough and a cold, so I apologize for the same. So let's see. As you see, the game has started, and the flight path is actually from Countdown to Ski Town. So let's see where all the players are going to depart, and actually are going to go and take up their positions and their initial resources and loot. So as you can see, the flight has just arrived the map, and yeah, a lot of teams are actually got out of the plane. As you can see, some of the teams are actually going towards Countdown, and some are towards practice range. Actually, the 3 teams are going towards practice range. I'm expect a hot drop right there in practice range, as it is a location that offers a lot of cover. But there are like a maze of map right there, so you have to be a little bit cautious when actually encountering your enemies, when fighting against your opponents in practice range. So yeah, as you can see, the first build has been registered. Gain Mad Injector takes down XBR Luna, White T right there, and XFT Crush takes down XBR Templar. That's an OP performance for the part of XFT as well as Gain. So let's go to Gain. So Gain. Yeah, they're actually in the practice range. That's predicted. They're actually in the practice range where there's XFT, there's also Gain, as well as there is XBR. So let's see. As we can see, the XBR has just 2 players active. There were only 3 players from XBR, from which only 1 more player is active. That's none other than XBR Jojo, but he's getting shot from quite far right here. There's XFT Esperos, DNT, and XFT Chris right there trying to flank Gain. But yes, as you guys see, Gain Mad VV was sniped down by DNT. There is no performance for the part of DNT because he used the right time to engage so that he could take down Mad VV, and that was a perfect headshot for the part of DNT. But I'm expecting them to engage right there at the right time. But I can see Manuel White is right on top of the building, so he could get a better view of the map. And XFT Krish knocks down one of the players of Mad Injector is down, as well as XFT Asmoros is down. So I'm expecting them to actually take down the team as soon as possible. And there you guys have it. DNT takes a couple of fights, and there you guys have it. Gain is down. Gain was wiped from the part of XFT, leaving only 2 more players active from the part of XFT, and Gain was wiped by XFT. And DNT has been revived, leading only 3 players versus 1. And as you can see, EDS has faced off against Ace, and Adimon is down, and there are a lot of fights currently going on inside the map. So we are expecting a lot of initial fights as I predicted, and CBD Houdini takes out BJP Sense 2. So that is actually a big performance on the part of ENT as well as BJP Esports right there. So CBD Esports, CBD right there. So I'm expecting all these teams actually indulge in a more of a guerrilla warfare type of a fight. So let's see whether they'll be able to do the same. As you can see, XP Giorgio has taken cover so that he doesn't move a muscle, not display his footsteps, to make sure that he escapes from the search of XFT right there. So let's go and see the other players. And there you guys have it. CBD DK takes on BJP. That was an OP performance on the part of CBD because they are picking one by one of the players of BJP. Sheldon is down, as well as Nirvana is down. So let's see. Yeah, BJP kill was the kill was confirmed. So I'm expecting that only 1 more player is left from the part of. 1 more player is left from the part of BJP. That's none other than Yeah, there's actually Shensu's there, but I think Shensu's down. No, Shensu's not down. Shensu just got revived. So there's only one more player. That's I think that was uh, Karbuja. I think is that's Red Karbuja, but I'm not sure because I'm not well versed with Hindi. But as you can see, BGP Shensu is the only person that's left. He's going after the tags of his teammates. I hope he's going to revive it as soon as possible. And there, guys, have a CBD. The teams of CBD is trying to actually approach BGP Shensu as soon as possible, not to confirm their last kill to wipe BGP for sure. But I'm not expecting a fight right now as BGP Shensu is trying to maintain his distance from CBD as far as possible. So let's see whether they'll be indulged in a fight once more, or whether XFT or whether BGP or CBD is going to dominate nuclear plant. So let's go to other areas to see which shows the best performance. As you can see, XBR Jojo was taken down by XFT Asmodeus. After a long time of searching from the part of XFT, they were able to find XBR Jojo was in top of the building. So that was an OP performance where okay, I should congratulate both teams because XP Jojo was the only person left, and he they participate in a type of an hide and seek game where XP Jojo was able to get away from the eyes of XFT, and that was an OP skill. But I think XFT was much more clever in finding his trace to take him down. And they guys have it, VE velocity. I think that's velocity. I'm not pretty sure, but there's VE right here. So yeah, that's VE is there. VE Danger as well as VM Shubham has just came towards nuclear plant. And there you guys have it. VE Dagger is actually trying to face about CBD, and CBD takes him down, and VE Danger is down. And as you can see, boy from zero gravity takes on, as just said, and it's just a Johnny takes on Sticky Boys. There's a fight between SZ and as well as zero gravity. So let's go say the team. When it comes to the case of VE, only one more player. They only have 2 players in total. So there's only one more player left, and they guys have it. OGBH Rudra takes down XFT Crush. XFT has had a lot of kills, and they give pair of kills at the start, but I'm not expecting them to indulge in a fight right now. But as you can see, OGPS has actually having an encounter with OGPs right here. So let's see who's got to actually fight to the very last end. And they guys have it. CBD Houdini was taken down by VE Shubham, and OGPH Texi takes down actually Asmodeus, and Growth Pro was taken down by HRZ. So actually now when you come to the initial fights right now, there's a fight between VE and also CBD. There's a fight between HRZ and one of the other teams as well as XFT, and all these teams are currently engaging with each other not to prove their stand in the battlefield. So let's see. Out of the total of 52 players, only 31 players remain. So there's a lot of decrease in the player count. I think all the participants today are going for a more of a fast-paced gameplay rather than a slow gorilla type. So let's see. But when it comes to CBD as well as VEVs, the V Shubham actually has a very good position right here, and I'm expecting him to maintain that position in order to survive to the very last hit. But let's see who is going to dominate, as 3 players of CBD are very much active and searching for why the hell is he putting an emote? VE Shubham is putting an emote in top of the one of the nuclear plants in that field, and that is not very appropriate. But I think he just wants to prove his point that he was able to survive for such a long time with a team pursuing him just beneath him. So let's see. As you can see, XPR has also joined that fight. XPR with ENT. So it's like CBD is there, ENT and XPR is there, and also VE Shubham. So let's see. VE, that's a 3v fight right there for guys. The charm comes and takes out Cord. Washul is there. Cord Wash was down from the part of Edzard said. I just had a fight with zero gravity. I think they were able to dominate that fight. Not to move towards the second one. And then some charm comes and takes down first player as well as Staniopi is down, leaving only one more player left to activate from the part of KOD. That's only Laden. And Laden comes and takes down Stimulus. And there you guys have it. Laden was wiped from the part of HSZ. HSZ takes out Cord Laden. And there you guys have it. Cord is wiped. But for when it comes to nuclear plant, VE Shubham is actually trying to gain his distance as possible. He has actually left his zone of pride and there you guys have it. Karma ENT shoots him down, and he is down. That's a fight that's going on between ENT as well as CBD. CBD Death Crush is down. And let's see, CBD Crush was knocked and his skill was confirmed, leaving only 2 more players left about of CBD. There's CBD Nirvana and CBD DK. Both of these players actually have a snowboard, so I'm guessing that they are gonna flee the situation right here, not to gain back their manpower as well as the resources to strike back again. So I'm expecting them to actually strike back at END as soon as possible. But END as of now have dominated nuclear planet, and that GG's to END for their right time of approach. I'm so sorry, guys. I have this my nose is all blocked and stuff, so I could not give a proper commentary. But I'll try my best to give you the best viewing experience as I can. So as you can see, the teams are left CG is there, the CLGT is there, as well as said at OGPH, XFT, CBD, LOB, XPR, as well as END. But I'm not sure why there's a mix-up. There's actually XPR Ahmad is actually playing for another team right there. So I don't know what is happening. I think there was a mix-up. So I don't know. There must be some confusion or something. But let's see. Let's who's best. Out of the total 252 players, there's only 26 players remaining. So yeah, that's it for the part of the total gameplay in the battlefield right now. But I'm guessing that yeah, I think a CBD game was taken down by Great. CBD DK was taken down by Great from END. Actually, END pursued a CBD by a car, but CBD was trying to gain their maximum distance by their snowboards. But as you all know, snowboards are much slower than a vehicle. So Great END was able to catch them up and take down one of the players of CBD. So when it goes to Lobe Creek, and actually Lobe has also joined Nuclear Planet. So I'm expecting a back sniping from the part of Lobe towards ENT, and as you say, DND is down. Why is DND just got dead outside the zone? I'm not pretty sure. But actually, as you can see, the other teams are actually the members of Lobe has actually tried to gain their foothold of Nuclear Planet as far as possible. And from what I'm seeing, they are very successful in doing so. So let's go to the map. And as you can see, CG intensified takes down OGBH. Viper as well blown by destroying the vehicle in which they were traveling. That was an OP performance for the part of them. So let's see when it goes to let me just go and view the map for an instant and see which all teams are currently engaging. And I can see CG intensifies not letting down his guard. He's still trying to engage with his enemies, and they are actually he's engaged a long way SMRS shooting spree right here. Actually, the team which he took down is just out, just next is in the next bag. So he's trying to shoot as far as possible to strike them in one go. So let's see. But I'm not too sure that he's successful in that, because the sword is quite strong, as this is one of the final swords. So he'll have to rush towards his sword as far as possible to make sure that his team survives, or to make sure that he survives by his personal concerns. So let's see. As you see, Charm is also trying to engage towards his players as possible, and XPR Ahmad is being sniped from the part of HS and Charm right here. And XPR Luna White T, Templar have also joined the fight, and it's gonna be a 3v3 fight right there. XPR Ahmad comes and takes on XPR Luna White T. Luna White is down, and ENT takes down XPR Templar. Templar is down, and you guys have the fight that's going on between ENT and as well as XPR right there into the top of the cliff here to farm the region or best station. But he's getting shot. HS and Chubbs got shot once, but he was able to get airborne as soon as possible. And you guys have it. They are pushing right towards. ENT, and they guys a great ENT was takes down Karma. ENT takes down HS and Stimulus is down, and Mantraj ENT takes down HS and Crusher. And there guys have it, leaving only one more player left active from the part of HS, and that's none other than Johnny right here. But all the other players of HR, ENT are still active and going, and OGP is putting down his K9 units to make sure that he has the right foothold right there. And there you guys have it. Johnny is trying to gain much distance, but his efforts become futile, where XBR Abba takes him down. And there you guys have it. HR said is wiped. And let's go to the other teams and see which all teams got off far away. And there you guys have OBH Texty was taken down by XBR Aman, but he's getting shot from the behind. And Madraji jumps into the fight to take down OGBH Viper, and OGBH Viper is also down, leaving only one more player left active from the part of OGBH. That's Blood. But Blood is trying to snipe from his way out of this fight. But I don't think he's so successful in doing that because XBR Ahmad has also spotted him. But there's a high chance that Lobos will also join the fight as they are quite near to OGBH Blue as well as the team of ENT and XPR right here. So let's see what is the strategy they're going to implement right there in order to make sure that they survive. And there you guys have it. They're exchanging sniper shots towards each other, and let's see who's going to win this sniper war. And OGBH Blue comes and takes down the Lopi. Kraken White is down. XFINITY Aspros is wiped out outside the zone. And there you guys have it. OGBH Blue is trying to go for a long shot 1v2 sniping shot, 1v2 Steve sniping shoots here. And Lopi is trying to be sniped down, and XPR is trying to get as much as headshots as possible to take down his enemies as fast as possible. So let's see. And there you guys have it. Madraji killed XFINITY Krish by detonating his vehicle. There's an OP shot of SMRS or FNG towards him. And there you guys have it. XPR Ahmad is actually shooting a sniper towards a Lope Cade White right here. But let's see whether he'll be able to crack his shots to make sure that he takes out his opponents. But with the current situations and with the current gameplay that's going on, I'm seeing that XPR is finding it difficult to snipe their way out of it due to the terrain, because it's a very hilly terrain with a lot of cover, a lot of rocky boulders and stuff. It will be very difficult for them to crack the shot with such a long distance. So let's expect the same. And there you guys have it. LOB, Kane, YT and team are just right there next to them, and they're trying to get as much as distance from XPR, whereas XPR is pushing right towards their noses. And Low B is the person that's staying behind to make sure that his team survives. And they just have a CG Konga Ninja takes down CB Nirvana using his nail, and Grid ENT is trying to be taken down, and Grid ENT takes down Lob Kane, but he goes straight into the trap that was put from Lob Kane. So I don't know whether he'll be trying to be revived. Yes, that one of the team members are trying to revive XPR Ahmad. So let's see. There's only 40 players left after the total 52. So I'm expecting a lot of fights right here. But as you can see, OGBH Blood was right there, and he got knocked by Karma ENT. And I always notice that Karma is always a good sniper, because on day one he had displayed a lot of good sniping skills. So GG's to that, bro. And Karma ENT comes and confirms his kill, and they guys have it. OGBH Blood is down, but OGBH was able to revive one of the teammates, and none other than OGBH Rudra. So leaving only 30 more players left out of the total of 52. So let me read out the teams that are left. There's CG's there. There's LGT, OGPH, CBT, Lobe, XPR, or ENT. So these are the teams that are left. But when it comes to full-scale manpower capability, we can see that CG and also XPR or ENT is a team that has a full-scale resource available in order to follow for a full-on strike. So let's see what is the strategy they're going to implement. And they guys have it. XPR Ahmad snipes down CG Intensify, and they guys Intensify is knocked down right there, and he's trying to be picked up, and they guys have a great tries to push towards them, and CG draws and takes down Gradient by OP shotgun shots, and Madraji ENT takes down CG Drawson is down, and Koga is trying to shoot his way out of the situation, but he's not able to crack his shots as he could. But Koga is a very determined person. He's not going to let his guard down. And Mandraja team are trying to gain as much as distance. And he's shooting at Aman as far as possible, but he's running out of his own, bro. Come on, so you can't do it. And they just have a CG sprint, got knocked out by Great ENT, leaving only one more player. That's Koga, and Koga was taken out by Karma ENT. I'm expecting Great ENT still has 3 more players left. So it's like a 2v1v1v1v3 situation right here. And LGT Beats comes and takes out low Kraken White. I think LOB just got wiped. Yes, LOB just got wiped, leaving only 2 7 players on the total, and that's a fight that's going on between ENT as well as is CG right there. CG Radil was taken out by Madraj ENT, and as you can see, LGT beats right there, trying to gain as much as distance from there. I think he wants to go for a late fight, but I don't know what are his chances of victory when he has to face off against 3 deadly players. And there goes Ahmed Madraj ENT, takes down OGBH Rudra. Yeah, that was OP performance on the part of ENT. So despite as you can see, CBDK is right there, prone, and I think he's waiting for the zone to collapse so that he can go for a full-scale approach. Now, currently, ENT is engaged towards LG right there, who's taken cover behind a boulder rock. But I don't think he's able to crack his shots. And the guys have it. He was able to take the last 2 shots at LGT Beach, and LGT Beach is down. He was taken out by Great ENT. Now it's like a 1v3 situation where the only player that's single player left is CBDK. I don't know what kind of a strategy DK has got to use in order to make sure that he survives. The sword is actually collapsing, and I think he's making a run for it. He's popping innate as possible. I don't know which is the strategy he's got to do. He's getting shot from the behind. As you can see, Great team are engaging towards him, and you guys have it. Great ENT comes and takes down CBDK. That's an open performance was part of ENT. It is to prove that they got in a lot of fights with a lot of teams. Like they got in a fight with XBR, Templar people. They got in a fight with XFT. They got in a fight with with the LOP. They got in a fight with a lot of teams at CBD and extra, but they proved their point by making sure that their team survived to the very last end. That was the OP performance was part of ENT. So when going to the kill tree, as you can see, the MVP position was taken down by Madraj, who has a total of 10 kills, and the second position is for Great with 7 kills, third for XBR Aman with 4 kills, and the fifth for the third for Karma ENT with 5 kills, and the fourth for XBR Aman with 4 kills. OP performance to the team of ENT for showing such a good gameplay, where they use their strategy right, where they use their resources right, and where they showed a better coordination. That was the biggest merit I could see in ENT, because they coordinate very well. When they pushed as a team. They pushed in a very, very coordinated manner so that they can make sure that they got their enemies surrounded. So that was an OP gameplay, OP strategy from the part of ENT. So GG's to that. But coming to the rest of the results, the second position was taken by CBT, Death Crash with 1 kill, Houdini with 2, DK with 1, and Nirvana with 2. Third position for LGT Beats with 1, Radil with 0. And fourth position for OGBH Blue with 2, Viper with 0, Rudra with 1, and Texty with 1. Fifth position for LOB, Kraken with 0, B with 0, and Kane by T with 1. Sixth position for CG Koga with 2, Drawser with 0, Spirit with 0, and Intensify with 0. Seventh position we have XFT Crush with 4, Asperos with 2, and DNT with 0. Eighth position we have HS Johnny with 3, Civilus with 1, Crusher with 1, and Charm with 3. And 9th position we have XP and Loda YT with 1, Jojo with 0, and Templar with 0. 10th position we have Vihi Shuma with 1, and Teja with 0. 11th position we have Cord, Later with 1, Washul with 0, Side OP with 0, and Hospital with 0. 12th position we have Raichu OP with 0, 0G Fade with 0, Code Pro with 0, and Sneaky Boy with 1. The 30 position we have BJP, Shandler with 0, Killer with 0, Shenshu with 0, and Garbuja with 0. 40 position we have Wild with 0 kills, A for Ajab with 1 kill, and Ace Viper with 0 kills, and Ace Animal with 1 kill. 50 position we have Gain Badly with 0 kills, Bad Ejector with 1 kill, Bad Baby with 0 kills, and Bad and YT with 0 kills. OP performance was a part of all the teams that participated in this first game. So I'm actually waiting for the second game to get started as soon as possible. So GG's to ENT for taking the victory for the first game. So let's expect the same type of intense gameplay from all the players, all the participants in the second game as well. So till then, I'll be just taking a 5 minutes break. So after that, I'll be joining you guys as soon as possible to give you the best view for the second game as I can. So till then, guys, I'll catch you back later within 5 minutes. Hello guys. So I'm back. So as you can see, some of the teams have actually joined for the game two today. When it comes to game one, the teams were able to put for a very good game, and ENT was able to take the victory. So GG's ENT once more, and yeah, all the participants of game one were able to show that that spirit of gameplay, that using all their capability to make sure that their team survives, make sure the team wins, and to show their showcase of gameplay and skills. So let's see. And yes, and there you guys have it. The second game has already started. The second game has started. So let's see where the players are currently focused upon. As you can see, some of the teams are in farm, and some in Domtown, and some in Sakura. So yeah, there's a platform right near to Heat. So I'm expecting the flight path to be somewhere around Heat, so that players could easily get their hands on controlling or controlling the platform region. So let's see, with a total of 25 seconds left, the flight will just start when let's see where all the team members are gonna land, and are gonna show and are gonna put up their initial performance. So I'm also excited as you guys to see which team is gonna go for the first blood of the initial fight. So let's see, with 5 seconds left, I am also expecting the an awesome gameplay, an awesome game today. And as you can see, the flight path is right from Pier region to Dormitory. So as predicted, it's quite near to Heat, not that much near, but it's quite near to Heat. But the players can make use of the platform region to get a good amount of initial loot. So let's see. Some of the teams have already departed from the flight, and as you can see, some teams are going towards downtown. So we're expecting a fight and right there at downtown. And but I think the teams from downtown just yeah, they just got spread. So as you can see, some of the teams are going right towards Harbor. So one team is at one team is at Radar Base, one at the Sanitarium, one at Dock, and one at Downtown, one at Nuketown. So yeah, I'm expecting the first fight to take place at Harbor itself. Let's go to Harbor. That's E1 and H1. So yeah, where is it? Yeah, that's none other than OGBH and team OGBS, as well as zero gravity. So let's see. That's OGBS versus zero gravity, right nearby the harbor area. But there's also two teams that are quite near to each other. There's another than HRZ, as well as I'm guessing it as Gain. And there you have it. The first fight has already started with OGBH trying to engage against zero gravity right here. Actually, OGBH Blue is trying to push his way towards zero gravity, but the members of zero gravity is now also prepared to face off against OGBH. So they are also right there, right next to their position to flank OGBH, to surround their position, to make sure that they gain their fair share of advantage here this fight. So let's see. OGBH Rudra White is pushing right towards Sneaky Boy, who's waiting there for his level of attack, and there you guys have it. Sneaky Boy just got down to his area, and he's trying to face off against Blue. Blue takes out Sneaky Boy, and there guys have Sneaky Boy is down. OGB Store is trying to face off against the members of Zero Gravity, and XGT just joins, and XT was knocked out by Zero Gravity. Fade, so takes down Fade. Fade is also down, leaving two more players left. And there you go, OGB's Rudra White is down, Goatwood takes him down, and OGB's XT is also taken down. And there you guys have leaving two more players left, active from the part of OGBH, and with two players from the part of Zero G Gravity, and then he's trying to face off against OGBH, and they guys have gone for just went uses sporting as that to gain an invisible advantage. So let's see. He OGBH Blue is trying to put up as much as traps as possible to make sure that they don't come for a late entry. And OGB's Thor is trying to fight against one of the other players right next to him. and they guys have it. Blue is trying to take as much as cover from OGBH Goat Pro, and it's just a Jordy at the right at the same time. It's just an advances against Gain, take it out again. Marion Whitey, and Marion Whitey is down. And let's see from the fight between HRZ and again. Let's see which is the team that's gonna survive right there. And as you guys can see, Goat Pro is right there next to right Goat Pro, not Goat Pro. The one of the players that's Raichu OP is right next to Blue. So let's see whether he will be able to survive right there. And OGBH was able to bring back two of their players, that's XT and Rudra, are back in action. And again, Matt Injector takes down Johnny. Johnny is down. Injector takes down Johnny. So let's see. I think OGBH is trying to regroup as soon as possible. But Zero G Field just landed next to OGBH Thor, and he's just came back from the revival flight, and it will be very difficult for him to survive at this instance to make sure that he will be able to get his initial loot to fight off against OGBH. But as you can see, Goat Pro and team have secured a high position to make sure that they snipe their way out of the situation where they could snipe OGBH down. But I don't think that action of that action plan has been successful at this point of view. And OGBH Thor is using his RPD to take down Raichu OP and team, but that also proves not so effective. Hey. As you can see, OGBH Blue has taken down Zero G Gravity. That's the face of it. OGBH has Zero G Gravity, but the players of Zero G Gravity is down. Fate just came back from his revive players, being sure that Zero G Gravity Fate is down. And because Raichu OP is trying to face off against OGBH, and these guys have these Raichu most routed and taken down. And OGBH Thor is also down. Goat Pro takes down OGBH Thor, leaving three more players active from the part of OGBH, and OGBH Blue takes down Goat Pro. I think Zero G Gravity just got wiped. Guessing that Zero G Gravity is my intention, my thoughts were correct. Zero G Gravity is wiped. So OGBH leads and survives in Harbor. So they dominate the Harbor region. So when it goes to the rest of the map, as you can see, there was an initial fight between HSN as well as Gain, but it was like a 1v1 fight where HSN lost one and Gain lost as a player as well. And you guys have it. HSN Darkseid is right next to downtown, right next to Black Market. I think they are trying to make their way out of this region as soon as possible. And you guys have it. ENT is right there trying to fly the chopper, but they're getting shot from HS and Darkseid, who's using his FJ to shoot these guys down. But those slides, they'll have to abandon the chopper because it has taken a very bad hit right now. So let's see, and expect. But my God, is this a chopper fight going on right here? Because the next team has arrived with the second chopper, so the just a Darkseid will have to be a little more vigilant while using his FNJ shots, because each shot counts, because there's a lot of choppers. I think it's. And Patra GT takes down Hive. I think Hive just got wiped. Was that a single out wipe? Yes, that was a single out wipe. And Reaper, Kev, everyone was taken down but taken out by Karma from END. That was an END, because the first initial shot was given by HS and Darkseid, but Karma was able to finish the game to make sure that his team got the kills. So let's see, END is right next to HSN right there. Well, let's see whether HSN will be able to spot or take down their opponents with this with their advantage with their height advantage. But END is also very talented. As you can see, they were able to back the first game. So I'm expecting a little bit of a more performance on the part of END. As you can see, HS and Johnny is trying to face off against the teams of END by firing as EBR has as far as possible. But I think XPR is trying to gain their distance from not XFINITY decided to gain the distance from HRZ, but they're getting shot from the behind by OGPH. OGPH Blue, Thor and Team are right behind HRZ Johnny and Darkside, and it will be a very difficult situation for both HRZ as well as OGPH and Karma, because there is a 3v team fight right there for you guys. And Thor is trying to take cover as possible, because he got pretty much shot up from the bottom of HRZ Johnny right here. But OGPH has regrouped together, and I'm expecting a more of a forced gameplay between HRZ as well as OGPH. So let's see. It is hope for the best for OGPH and also ENT as well as HRZ right here, because they are all gathered together. It is very different type of a fight location, where there's the one team has a height advantage of buildings, one team has a height advantage of the terrain, whereas the other team is more of in a steep, more of in a curved or a more of in a ground position, where they don't have that much of a terrain advantage. So let's see which team gonna face off against which team right now. I think HRZ is I don't know whether I thought they were gonna rush towards OGPH, but they are not going to do that as far as possible. And V8 Inferno and XFINITY is right next to each other, and HRZ is trying to engage against these teams. And things happen. XFINITY takes down HRZ Darkside, and XFINITY was taken down by HRZ Johnny, and V8 Inferno is the last person that's left. And things happen. HRZ is take up the take finishes V8 Inferno. So that was OP performance for the part of HRZ, securing their 2 kills as fast as possible. So let's go check up the back, but see which all teams are where and how they are trying to make their fight as soon as possible. As you can see, one of the teams are right there. Market. One is OGPH, which is quite near to black market. The 2 teams are nearby standoff, so I'm expecting a fight between those 2 teams as my current guess. So there's one of the teams are nearby Sanitarium, 2 teams nearby Sanitarium. So as a lot of players are not left in this zone, there's only 21 players left. So I'm expecting a bit more of a guerrilla type of warfare, where all these teams are gonna engage very late rather than push kind of intense gameplay. And there you guys have it. There's a fight that's going on between HRZ and OGPH, and OGPH Blue takes down HRZ Johnny is down, and Blue was taken down as well as HRZ Sid is down, Civilus is down, so takes down Civilus, and you guys have it. Only one more player left for the part of OGPH. It's Rudra. It's just that Darkside takes down one of the players of OGPH. So let's see. I think HSN also has HSN Dark is there as well as actually HSN Sid is there, but HSN Sid is down. So but oh my god, CG just joined that fight. HSN Sid was killed by CG Radil. CG just joined that fight to take their fair share of kills from that particular fight. CG is actually traveling in a vehicle to make sure that they travel around, roam around to search for their opponents, and they engage in a fight. That's GG's to that gameplay, where they are able to make sure that they get their fair share of kills from this intense PH as well as HR said. But CG just got out of the vehicle, so I think they're gonna approach against OGPH, and my guess was right. OGPH Rudra was also taken down, and I think OGPH. Now out of the total 37 players, there are only 50 players left. And when it comes to when it comes to HR said, there's actually Sid and Darkside. But in case of Sid, he's in the flight. He's in the revival flight. He'll have to. Where Darkside has to wait till the Sid is back in action. But as I said, the Darkside is in a pretty tight situation, where he's quite nearby CG. A single move will show his position, which will cost him his victory or cost him his chances of survival right here. So let's see whether he'll be able to survive and make it out. So you can see HSN Darkside, I think he's trying to move away from that fighting position. And because Habit ENT versus CBD right there. Karma ENT takes out CBD in Nirvana. DK is down. Death Crush was taken down by Grid ENT. leaving only one more player left. Active from CB, that's none other than Houdini. But Houdini actually moves away from that fight to make sure that he survives, his team survives. There's only one more player left from the part of CBD, Houdini. Yeah. Let's hope that he'll be able to pick up the dog tags of his team to make sure that his team survives for the longer run. But I should say that the Grid, Manraj and XP Ramar, they are in a lot of what to say. They are a lot of power back today because they have been engaging in a lot of fights. They are pretty much coordinated, and they're showing that good gameplay skills. So, GG's to that towards END. Yeah, I think Ace is trying to snipe one of the players in a long distance. He could see two players actually roaming around in a hilltop. So I'm getting Ace Thunder is trying to snipe his way out. So let's see, that's Ace Thunder for you guys. The Aces have always been a team which focused on more of a long range fight because they are very good, pretty good snipers. So I'm expecting them to go for long range. I think it's have a CG intensify, takes down Karma ENT, and Karma ENT is down, and the kill was confirmed from the part of the opponent, the CG. So it's a fight that's between CG as well as ENT. Actually, CG Intensify, they're trying to pick him up so that he survives to the long run. And there you have it. CG Intensify was knocked down. Grid was taken down by Intensify. Manraj takes down CG Intensify. So let's see what will be the situation of survival for CG as well as ENT right here. CG has already gathered behind the big boulder to get their fair share of cover. I'm guessing that they are trying to. ENT is trying to get their loot set, and they guys have it. The CG has actually got in there. No, it's not CG. One of the teams are airborne. So I don't know which team is airborne, but I think guys have it. CG Rad just got sniped from the left, and I'm expecting that there is none other than Ace for you guys. So Ace is right there in a position where they'll get shot. I think CG Intensify was knocked out by XB Raman, but that kill was actually taken by Ace. So GG's to Ace for the right moment of approach.